stop building automations from scratch. I learned this like way too late, and if I were to like tell myself 3 months before what I should do, I would say this exact video. I mean, I wish I could see this exact video after being recorded, but yeah, hopefully like this can let you know what you shouldn't do if you're like someone who's starting to like sell AI automations or any kind of agency services, especially AI automation, or if you're a business owner like who like wants to like automate some of your processes. This can like help you understand how you can not waste time building automations from scratch, but you can like leverage by use make leverage by using existing automations. Yeah, and okay, so long story short, where I was spending 60 to 70% of my time building AI automation, and it kind of makes sense because I'm an AI automation consultant, and I was like, that's what I should be doing. Although I knew that what I actually should be doing was getting clients. I mean, that is what I should be doing, and actually like outreaching and getting in front of people who can potentially buy my services. And I knew prospecting was my bottleneck. I knew I needed more marketing and needed to like put myself in front of like more people who are my potential clients, but I kept building anyway. Although I knew it, I don't know, maybe I was just stuck, and I was just like 60 70% building. And now I realized the mistake that I was making was how I was approaching clients. Clients would ask for something complex, usually like when clients or prospects ask like they have in mind of like a problem that they think they have and a solution that they think they need. Usually it would be something like, we need like full entire content ecosystem that posts this and that and knows our exact thing, which can sound really complex. But and my response used to be, sure, I can build it, and I would like convince them and sell them basically on my technical expertise, and like doing some technical jargon explanation of like making me sound like I know my stuff, and I can build very complex stuff that they won't understand. But yeah, I was promised to build everything they asked for, commit to very complex systems, and which would make me really anxious on that, and spend hours and hours building and get stuck on technical problems, feel anxious about delivery. The problem, I was building what they asked and not what they actually needed. Now, what I didn't understand was the consulting mindset. Now, I wish I understood this much earlier, but now that you're watching the video, if you don't know about this, I think this can be like really valuable. And if you implement this, so what is the consulting mindset? Now, that's basically very like punchy put. That's like asking questions first. Now, identify the actual bottleneck in their workflow. Now, I'm gonna put up an entire video on how to do consulting on a call, and basically like going over like the entire consulting pipeline. But yeah, basically it's just asking questions of their actual and finding out their actual bottleneck. What is actually stopping them from going through their goals, asking about their goals and why they can't go about it, and finding the simplest solution to that specific problems. And usually these solutions usually are not complex. Like usually sometimes it could be like sell based on outcomes and not technical complexity. And usually these solutions that drive the needle for them usually are not technically complex, but are like simple systems, but just implemented the right way and to solve the right bottleneck. And now I sell on outcomes, which is way more effective than showing them that I know technically like way more. And instead I was like taking requests at face value and building complex things that they thought they needed, but not actually, which is like not doing a good thing for them and for me. For them, like it's not actually like driving them real results usually, and for me it's just like I mean, I was losing all my peace of mind on this, and actually like put myself into this promising all these complex things, and basically like me telling myself I would figure that out, and yeah, selling based on how technically impressive it was, and spending all my time on delivery and not sales, which is what I should be doing if I am anywhere under like $5,000 per month. Now this is what I'm thinking. So unless I make $5,000 per month with this, my bottleneck is not delivery, or my bottleneck is not fulfillment. It's usually just sales. I just don't have enough people to sell to. So yeah, which means I should spend 80% of my time in sales and not actually like building mode. Yeah. And what actually changed my perspective? It was just yesterday. I was like watching. It was like a gradual thing, but the aha moments was yesterday. I came across someone who explained, until I'm making $5,000 to $10,000 per month, stop building everything from scratch. Instead, I can use existing automations. Now, where can I find these? I'm going to talk about that, and just tweak them for client needs and customize it. And yeah, basically it's like there's like automations which are 80% the way done, and you just have to like do the remaining 20%, which will take like way less time and also way much more effective, which reduces the error that you'd have to like solve by 5x or even more. And yeah, it just increases the effectivity and also reduces the risk on our side, which is like the exact thing that we should go for. And focus your time on selling and not building, because that is the bottleneck if we're not like above $5,000 per month. And this hit me hard because I was doing the exact opposite of that. And why $5,000 per month? As I said, if you're not making like $5,000 to $10,000 per month with this, the problem isn't usually like technical skills. I mean, it's usually just that we don't have like a good inflow of clients or prospects or lead gen or whatever. So what I need to do, just package existing solutions and sell them to businesses who don't know automation. There's a lot of businesses who don't know automation and get paid for the outcome. Now, basically, I'm just generating outcome for them, generating money or generating revenue or saving them time and getting paid for that, and spend 70% of the time on marketing / sales. Now, what does this look like? Maybe posting value in communities to build relationships so I can get inbound, or sending cold emails or sending Upwork applications every day. So yeah, and spend 30% on delivery, which is like, okay, now that I have clients who are coming through this marketing and sales, now I just like spend a few time on delivery, not the other way around, where I just like somehow got a client somehow. And now that I got this client, I'm going to stop marketing and sales because I have to focus on the delivery part. And that is just going to like take away the peace of mind and not actually like allowing us to scale, my bad. And once you hit $5,000 to $10,000 per month consistently, then I can start building auto custom, because now I'll have proven demand and I would have like gotten used to the opinions of my customers. And like basically, usually there's like invalid opinions that we have before we actually like get into this about the market or about what people actually need. And basically we just take these invalid opinions and turn them into valid opinions by talking and getting ourselves into this environment of talking to like the potential people in that niche or whatever niche you're selling to. And yeah, now that you're doing like 5K to 10K per month, it means you're getting on consistently on sales calls and like actually talking to the people. Now you would have these like valid opinions, which would save you a ton of time and give you a much more leverage. And yeah, now, okay, so I just talked about like how you can like turn existing automations. Now, where can you actually find them? Now, sources for sources for ready-made solutions. Like you can find a lot of creators on YouTube in the AI automation space, and they usually like post workflows and or like JSON of the workflow, which you can copy paste into make.com or N8N, all these no-code automation tools. Often include links and descriptions, so you can just like go through some of the videos and some of their maybe like I built this automation or some of their automation building workflows, and they usually share the automation in the descriptions, and you can like it's free to use and adapt. And yeah, it's just crazy how a lot of people, or majority of people, don't use them, and how I didn't use them as well. So yeah, now that I'm realizing, I'm telling you guys as well. And there's like a make.com template library and N8N template library. So you can just like go, and there's like hundreds of pre-built automations which you can like filter by use case and one-click duplicates, and you just have like you're not going to start from scratch. You have the backbone ready, and now you can just tweak it to like personalize it to whatever you need. And that takes like 20% of the time that would have like actually took you to like build from scratch. And there's also like template marketplaces, and some of these templates in these galleries are like paid templates, but it's okay. I mean, these templates are for like $10 or $50, and you can like basically we're just selling to clients first, and then knowing that we're getting paid like $500 or $500 to $5,000 or dollars or even more. Now we can like buy the templates and again tweak it to like and keep the margin as profit, like simple as that. And the key inside is 80% is already built. You just do the 20% customization. And yep. Now, what is my new approach and how I'm actually seeking to approach this after that is how I'm changing my workflows. Find existing automations and browse templates And okay, so right now I'm actually doing community outreaches, which is, I mean, not actually outreach, but posting value in communities, getting on communities. And yeah, I can also like post a video on how to like do this approach of like getting in communities and posting consistent value consistently to a point where I'm considered the expert in the community and the go-to person. And that just increases inbound leads. Now, step two is like, so first I just look for workflows that solve common problems for people in these communities, and after that I identify who it helps and read community, I mean, yeah, I just do this consistently, which is like I read all these communities that I'm targeting and read and try to like immerse myself and understand all the problems that people, our members in the community, are facing. And basically I grow my lens or perspective to immediately like identify solutions to the pain points that the people are suffering from. And now that I do this consistently, I would have grown this muscle to like identify solutions when I look at it. And now I know how I can like frame it as a solution and basically just package the automation or workflow it for that specific audience and post it continuously. Like yeah, once this like setup, you can like maybe like thrice per week, 3 days per week, you can post value for these people, which actually solve problems that these people in communities are actually facing with. And focus on the outcome it delivers and not the technical details. This is like a very big thing, and it can like save you hours and give you a lot of peace of mind and not make you anxious and all of that. Yeah, and post it in communities, like give it away as value, build trust and reputation, and this would like position myself as a helpful expert. And basically, we're not just giving it away for free. Essentially, we are giving it away for free, but then that's in return for trust and reputation, which is like much more effective. And yeah, when someone wants help implementing, now, yeah, someone might be like, hey, so I just noticed that you posted this value on how you can like do this, but I have this different software. Can you build an automation that fits to this automation software? If someone asks that, then basically that's your clients. And yeah, just build relationships, and eventually like you just get clients out of that. And there's like a proven method by which like a lot of people that I know are actually like making this work, and you already have the automation. Now just customize it for 20% of the needs and get paid for the outcome. Yeah, and time allocations shift. Now, as I said, I'm going to shift from 70% building to like just 30% building and 70% on marketing, selling, and building relationships. That is the flip that changes everything. So if you're in the start of thing and doing 70% building, no discouragement, but I mean, if you're not till $5,000 per month in this, it is much more. It makes much more sense to like focus on sales and marketing, which is most likely to be the bottleneck at this point. And yeah, the consulting mindset, what I learned too late, as I talked about, don't build what they ask for, but build actually what they need. And yeah, so usually these questions I ask to the prospect on sales call or discovery call. Walk me through how you currently do this. And I ask them, okay, what's your lead generation? And okay, so and I ask them about their sales and how do they fulfill the project that they're selling, and do they have any retention? And usually when I walk them through this, like I would be able to identify the bottleneck and find the simplest solution. I actually have a video already put up about this on how I actually like talk on sales calls. Do check out that video. But yeah, and I identify the bottleneck and find the simplest solution, and often it's not the complex thing they asked for. And sell based on outcomes, sell based on like, okay, so I can generate you 3 leads per month or 3 leads per week, or I can save you 10 hours per week. So this system that I'm going to generate will do this for you, and not this uses 5 APIs and 3 integrations and all that technical jargon. They don't care how you build it. All clients care about is the result it delivers. So yeah, so use what already exists and customize the 20%, deliver the outcome. And why this matters for you: if you're stuck in build mode, ask yourself, are you spending more time, am I spending more time building than selling? If yes, you're making the same mistake I was, and by fixing it today, you'd be able to like save way more time and way more, you'll be able to save way more anxiety. Okay, that probably doesn't make sense, but hopefully you get my points. And yeah, use existing solutions and focus on getting in front of clients. That is the number one thing that you need to do if you're like below $5,000 per month, and if you want to get there and scale past that. But yeah, up until that, all I'm going to be focusing on is like getting as much as possible in front of clients and in sales calls. And where to focus your time? running cold email campaigns, posting value in communities, and building relationships. Or Upwork applications is like a very big thing. Do maybe 5 Upwork applications per day and do it consistently for over time. Do 100 cold emails every day, or yeah, and not build a perfect system, learning every technical detail, making it more complex than it needs to be, because market doesn't care if you build it from scratch or if you just use the existing one. All it cares is if you can solve their problem. And I mean, it makes sense, right? That is actually what drives value, and not actually like how cool my system is, no matter how cool it could be. So yeah, for most people starting out, the bottleneck is actually getting clients. So why are we spending 70% of the time on something that's not actually the bottleneck? So yeah, we need to like flip things up. And yeah, that is what I'm doing now, and I wish that I'd done it from the start. So yeah, my immediate actions going forward would be like to browse existing automation templates, find like a few solid workflows that I can actually, and also simultaneously like read community posts consistently daily in my target niches and understand the problems that they're facing and immerse myself in them. And then basically build this muscle or this view of like finding solutions to the problems that people are facing. And when I look through these existing automation templates, I see that could be a problem to this person or this community or whatever. And I just frame existing solutions for specific pain points, ensuring that it solves them, and post it saying, hey, I just have this workflow and it solved this can essentially like save you 5 hours per week manually automating, I don't know, whatever, and give away the solutions for completely free. And that builds trust and reputation. And focus on prospecting, cold email communities, job application, get in front of potential clients and actually talk to people, which is like the number one thing that we need to do, not building the perfect website or building the perfect system or I don't know, making business cards or whatever, which are not the things that move the needle. And yeah, the goal, if you're taking one thing from this video, this would be it. If you want to get to like $5,000 per month selling AI automation services, and the one thing that you need to focus on is not building perfect websites or building cards, but spend time on like actually getting on calls and talking to your potential clients. And yeah, so key takeaways: until $5,000 to $10,000 per month, stop building from scratch. Use existing automation, customize 20%. Your bottleneck is getting clients, or yeah, not technical skills right now. And flip your time if you're like spending way more time on delivery or on building systems. And yeah, use consulting mindset when you're on these calls. Ask questions and find the bottleneck, and don't build for the thing that they ask for. Usually it's much simpler than that and much more effective to solve their problem than what they think they need. And sell outcomes and not technical complexity. Templates exist everywhere. You can like look for these and map it out to build your own workflows, and focus on prospecting, and yeah, which is like the high ROI activities, cold email communities, Upwork applications. And yeah, if you're spending more time building than selling, you're making the same mistake I was. So yeah, that is it for the video, and hopefully it gave you a shift in perspective if you're like spending way more time building, or it gave you some value. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. And if you think that was like helpful, like do like the video, that helps with the algorithm. And also subscribe if you want to like see more of my documenting the process, and also me sharing whatever I learn without gatekeeping anything, which is like big things, because I want to just share everything that I have and be authentic as possible here and build community of like-minded people here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers.